What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I am here in Cleveland Airport with this dinosaur. Yes, they have a dinosaur in the airport in Cleveland. I'm going to show you some of my favorite places and give you a tour and a 2024 update of Cleveland Airport. If you want to come check out this dinosaur, it's located over in Concourse C. They've got a number of things around it that tell you a little bit about the history. It's a pop-up by the Cleveland Natural History Museum. And this dinosaur is located right next to Great Lakes Brewing Company, which is another classic spot that you have to check out if you find yourself in the Cleveland Hopkins Airport. I could be partial because I'm from Cleveland, but they're basically the most famous brewery in Ohio. They've got a ton of seasonal beers and it's totally worth a stop. As you make your way down the concourse, you'll see this Cleveland Starry Night. It's kind of a spin on Van Gogh's Starry Night, but I think it's so cool. It really pays homage to our history here in Cleveland with, the factories and stuff like that. Some of our historical buildings and the Guardians are there. It's pretty cool. You'll also see another Cleveland arts project, which is these guitars, which are kind of scattered throughout the airport. While you're visiting Cleveland, you'll also see them scattered on the Cleveland streets. It was a really cool idea when it popped up. You may remember a number of cities participated in this. I think Chicago had cows. New York City had apples all over the city. So I think it's really cool they did guitars for us because it really represents the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the history of Cleveland. Next up in Concourse C, this is probably my favorite area because they've got these little desks with plenty of chargers. There's chargers in the chairs. I think it's the Delta Lounge area. And it's also a whole vibe. I mean, look at these like cushiony chairs and the light fixtures and stuff. And there was a flight taking off at this time, but usually there's nobody back there. And moving right along, you're probably ready for a coffee by now. So of course, they've got a couple of Starbucks located in the Cleveland Airport. They've got one here in Concourse C, and there's also one over in Concourse A. We've got a new restaurant over here, which is a cantina. So they've got your tequila if you're looking for tequila over here. I would say the best souvenirs are going to be located surprisingly inside the Hudson News. They've got all sorts of Cleveland gear. There's sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, shot glasses, all kinds of stuff. And it's pretty reasonably priced. It's definitely airport prices, but it's not too bad. The only thing really overpriced is the water, just like any other airport. The Cleveland Hopkins Airport also has a number of Cleveland murals and things that say Cleveland on them. So there's plenty of places to get that photo to let other people know that you have landed officially in Cleveland, Ohio. Like this one over by C8 is one of my favorite photos. It's just like a really cool Cleveland sign that says "Welcome to Cleveland." Concourse B also has a huge mural, so I'll show you that one in a second. One of our biggest celebrity chefs is Michael Simon, so he's got a Bar Simon here inside the airport. Here's a little bit about him. But honestly, that's more of a sit down and relax kind of place. I'm usually eating on the go while I'm shopping or just like grabbing a Dunkin' Donuts and keeping it going. So let me show you the food court because that's where I spend most of my time while I'm at the airport. So if you entered through security on the far left-hand side when you enter the airport, this is going to drop you right into the food court. They've got all sorts of stuff here. There's Brugger's Bagels, Shake Shack, Dunkin' Donuts, Chick-fil-A, basically anything you have a taste for, they've got it here in this food court. I also like to eat over here because you can look out and watch the planes come in and out while you're hanging out. If you'd rather stop and get a beer, I recommend the pub. It's got the coolest vibe, I would say, inside the airport, and it's really easy to get a seat there at the bar. Another good souvenir stop is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame shop over here. They've got all sorts of stuff. They've got stuff for kids, babies, adults. They've even got like guitar picks in there. There's a number of other places over here to shop too. There's even a whole bookstore here. They also have a whole like Cleveland sports area over here too. So if you're looking for souvenirs, don't fret, the airport is going to have them. As you enter into the concourse B, this is scattered with all kinds of famous musicians in honor of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and different people who have performed in Cleveland. So it's definitely worth the walk just if you want to check it out. There's also a huge Cleveland mural right around the corner here on the right. So there's plenty of places to take photos. And if you head towards the end of the concourse, you're going to run right into Quaker Steak and Lube. And this is kind of a local's favorite spot with hot wings and all sorts of yummy stuff. If beer and wings are not your thing, try Vino Volo. They've got a whole medley of different wines from all over the place. Now let's head over to Concourse A, and along the way, don't forget to look out the window and take in all these sights of all the airplanes and everything. There's so many windows inside the Cleveland airport. There's also a subway too in Terminal B if you're interested in just something really quick. As you walk down the hallway towards Concourse A, you might see some cute little pets because the pet relief area is located right across from these windows over here. And usually this hallway is scattered with all kind of paintings or some sort of art, but they were under construction at this time. As you enter the concourse, you're going to see a Starbucks over here. There's also a little lottery machine over here on the left. So if you want to try your luck in Ohio before you leave, now's the chance to get it. And as you keep it moving, over here on the left-hand side, there's going to be a wood-fired pizza place. Then over here on the right-hand side, there's a bar, Sammy's Bar. It's a nice place to just grab a quick drink before your flight. But I'm going to walk you past both of these places because you got to check out Panini's. Their sandwiches are huge. They put French fries on the sandwich, is what they're known for. So if you really want that Ohio Midwest experience, I would say definitely grab a bite and a drink here at Panini's. This bar also attracts more of a boisterous crowd because a lot of Las Vegas flights will leave from this concourse. And here's an idea of just what I was talking about. They also have a quick to-go station if you want to take it on the plane with you, or if you want to grab a bite while you're recharging your phone before your flight. And that's going to be it for Cleveland Hopkins Airport, guys. If you find yourself in town, make sure you check out this playlist here because I talk things Cleveland, budget travel, all sorts of stuff all the time. You'll find it in that playlist. Otherwise, this is the video YouTube thinks that you will like the most, so I'll be seeing you there.